Hello, and thank you for joining the Champion Within podcast, your premier go-to spot for unlocking your winning mindset. Whether you're an athlete looking to elevate your game to the next level, a coach leading the charge, an enthusiastic parent cheering from the sidelines, or an educator molding young minds, the Champion Within podcast episodes are packed with value, sharing the tools and strategies to unlock your potential and rise to new heights. Hosted by mentor, coach, and mindset leader Kate McCauley. Let's sit back and enjoy today's episode while discovering your champion within. And now, here's Kate.
Hey coach, does any of this sound familiar? Your athletes are talented, but they lose focus when the pressure's on. Confidence swings up and down from game to game. Some play tight and second guess themselves. They struggle to reset after mistakes. Think about it. How many games or competitions have you lost, not because the other team was better, but because your athletes got in their own heads? Every coach has seen it. The missed free throw, the strikeout, the dropped pass, not from lack of skill, but from lack of mindset. That's why I created the Champion Within programs, to bring tools that will help unlock peak performance for your athletes. It's also why I lead team workshops on visualization, breath work, and mental skills training to take these conversations off the podcast and bring it to your team. I do this in person and virtually. Imagine your athletes learning how to bounce back faster, handle pressure with confidence, and step into the game mentally sharp and ready. That's the difference mindset training makes. If you're ready to give your team that edge, let's talk. Go down to the show notes after the show and set up a call to see how I can help your athletes win from the inside out. We are tackling a big one, confidence. Every time I ask a one-to-one client, a coach, a business leader, a mom, teenager, anyone, whether it's coaching, workshops, speaking engagement, confidence is top on the list of things that people want to improve on. So many people believe confidence is something that you're born with. Like, she's just naturally confident. He's just wired that way. No, hard stop. That's a myth. Confidence isn't magic. It's built step by step, win by win. And today I'm going to show you exactly how. I want to tell you about a player that I coached years ago. She was so talented, fast, strong, smart, awesome in the classroom as well. But the second she made a mistake, practice, game, didn't matter, her whole body would collapse. You could literally see it happening. Shoulders slumped, eyes down, and she was checked out for the rest of that practice, game, scrimmage, whatever we were involved in. She didn't believe in herself, no matter how many times I told her she was good. So I stopped telling her. Instead, I gave her a new assignment. Every single day, write down one win. It could be anything: classroom, athletically, hustling back on defense, encouraging a teammate, making a really good pass, hitting that three-pointer. You should know, at first she said, I don't want to do this. And I know she was thinking in her teenage brain, this is stupid. She'd say, I don't think I did anything right today. She literally felt that to her bones. Like, she thought that was real. I don't think I did anything right today, which honestly made me sad. But little by little, when I forced her to do this, because I give some tough love, it's who I am as a basketball coach and now as a mindset coach. But little by little, she started to find them. And over time, she built what I call the confidence bank. You need to put some things in this bank, start making some deposits, right? By the end of the season, she wasn't the same player. She wasn't even the same girl. She wasn't perfect. You should know that. But she did carry herself differently. She had proof that she could do these hard things and get through it, and that there was actually good things happening too. That's the secret. Confidence is evidence, not opinion. Think about your own life right now. Let's just pause for a second. Take a little breath, close your eyes if you have to, and think about this. How many times have you said, I'll be confident when I lose the weight? Or maybe it's, I'll be confident once I get the promotion. Maybe it's something like, I'll be confident when I stop messing up. Maybe you've heard your kids say this too, your athletes, people you work with. It's backwards. Maybe that stings a little, but I'm telling you that confidence doesn't show up after that big win or you get the promotion. It's built in the tiny little reps before it. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, every time you do that hard thing, every single time you push through fear and make a deposit into your confidence bank, the bigger your balance is and the stronger your belief is in yourself. That tool that I use called the confidence bank system, really what you're doing is you're tracking the wins. At the end of each day, you could simply write down 3 things you did well. I made her do it at practice. So if you're a coach right now and you want to steal this, have your athletes do this at practice. Just one thing, add one thing, and they get a little notebook and each day they add to it. Maybe you want to do this with your students. How great would that be at the end of the school day, right? It doesn't matter how small it is. Write them down. Remember that for yourself and be specific to share that with athletes, students, people you work with, because sometimes we think it has to be something big to go on the list, and that's absolutely incorrect. What you need to do next is you need to stack the proof in your brain. Review the wins weekly. Read them out loud. Yep, it's going to feel weird. It's going to be awkward. You're going to think like, I don't want to be egotistical. Yep, stop it. I'm the mindset coach, and I'm telling you right now, read them out loud. Train your brain to see this evidence, not just flaws. Do you want to be successful? Do you want them to be successful? Read it out loud. Then I want you to build this balance. Just like if somebody was putting cash in their bank account or depositing a check, you're building that balance and you want to see it grow. The more you deposit into this confidence bank, the more your confidence grows. Explain that to the others if you're sharing it with them. When self-doubt shows up, and it will, life is gonna life, but you got the receipts to shut that down, right? You put these receipts in that book. It's kind of like balancing your checkbook. I'm telling you right now that this works because your brain is wired to focus on the mistakes. The confidence bank is going to reprogram it and notice your progress instead. Let me repeat that. You're going to notice your progress instead. And it is all about the journey, the progress along the way. I know that sometimes is like a corny poster thing or something maybe you see on Instagram, but it is true. I've seen it work in lots of different places. A student I coached was terrified of public speaking, but had to take a public speaking class for the major she was in college. We built up this confidence bank by celebrating each time she raised her hand in a different class. We just started with different classes first. And eventually, when she had to do the presentation in her public speaking course, she crushed it. And she said to me, I honestly never thought that I could do that. It's because she built up the confidence bank. I had a mom I worked with who was feeling guilty about pretty much everything. You know who you are, my girl, and I love you. I'm being honest, and I think she would be honest too and say she just felt like she wasn't enough. What I had her do is start writing down 3 wins each night. Just like I love to do my gratitude in the morning, 3 things I'm grateful for, because what you focus on, you'll see more things that you're grateful for. Same thing in the nighttime when I'm at the end of my day, I had her steal what I do. Write down 3 wins each night. Things like, I hugged my kid when they were upset. I made a healthy dinner. I showed up to my workout. Her confidence really started to shift. And over time, she became a completely different woman. I'm so proud of you, by the way. You know who you are. Even for me, I just shared that I do that too at the end of the day. And I lean in, especially when I'm feeling like, oh, can I do this? I like to keep this confidence bank also for my business right here in my office where I record my podcast. On my second shelf, I have a couple notebooks. Some of them are reflections from guided meditations people have led me through, and I'm just doing them on my own. I have this one book that I write down specific things about my business that I'm grateful for and that I've done. And it's a confidence bank for me. It's gratitude too, but it's really a confidence bank because every time that I get feedback from a team, a school, a business or a one-to-one client, I save it and I write it down. And then on hard days, or if I don't get a gig, I get an email back that says, sorry, you were not selected for the speaking engagement. I don't know why I always say it like as if I'm an automated person there. But anyway, I go back and I read it. And it reminds me I'm doing the work I was meant to do, even if this person, people, organization didn't pick me. I'm not going to get picked for everything, right? Wouldn't that be crazy? I got a challenge for you for the week. I want you to start your own confidence bank. Decide where you're going to do this. Is it going to be in your phone? Maybe you're going to go to the dollar store and get a notebook. And every night, I want you to write down 3 wins from your day. Doesn't matter how small. At the end of the week, I want you to review them, saying them out loud. Then I want you to simply notice how your energy changes when you are seeing proof of your progress. I need you to remember, confidence isn't about being the loudest, the flashiest, or never making mistakes. It's about building proof that you can trust yourself. It's about doing the thing. Confidence isn't born, it's built. And you can start building yours today, right now. Go down to the show notes, click on the link. If you want me to guide you a little bit further on this confidence journey, I am here for it. If your team needs that, your place of business, I'm here for it. Let's talk about it. That is actually number 1 in the CHAMP framework, CHAMP. C stands for confidence. It's the first thing we always work on because, as I told you in the beginning, that's what everybody is struggling with. Me too. It happens with me too. If this episode spoke to you in any way, I want you to share it with someone who needs a confidence boost. Put it in your Instagram stories. You don't know who even needs it sometimes, right? Or maybe you do. If you do, send it directly to them. If you do post it somewhere, tag me and definitely DM me with your 3 daily wins. You know I love to celebrate you. It's one of my favorite things to do. We don't celebrate ourselves enough, so don't forget to celebrate all of your confidence receipts. Thanks for listening. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. I'm rooting for you always.
Thank you for hanging out with Kate today. And whether you're going to coach, teach, cheer from the sidelines, or hitting the field yourself, remember, mindset is everything. Don't forget to follow the show for the latest episodes, as we all need a little extra motivation, humor, and sanity in our busy lives. Now, go and unleash your champion within you, one step at a time. We're always rooting for you.